Hey, St. Louis, let's take a quick break and listen to our new partners at First Community Credit Union as we announce a new partnership for 2024 and our new friend Katie.
Awesome. Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, I want to start by going in a little bit more about First Community. So, you guys are a credit union, which means that you're not a bank, but a non for profit financial cooperative. You don't just open an account here, you become a member when you open an account. You have to qualify, but anyone who lives and works in the Lou qualifies. First Community is the largest credit union in St. Louis. 400,000 plus members and have been serving St. Louis families for 90 years. But what really makes First Community special is that they have Katie. And Katie's on to talk to us about home loans, which are hot right now. Our audience is young, our listeners are young. So tell us about home loans.
Yeah, absolutely. So, right now, probably one of our most popular products is going to be our first time home buyer mortgage. One highlight with the first time home buyer mortgage is we do not require a down payment. So, unlike most traditional conventional mortgages, they may require anywhere from 5 to 20% down. So, that no down payment requirement is huge and can potentially save you thousands of dollars. Also, we do not require PMI or private mortgage insurance. That's basically going to be insurance that covers your mortgage. It's going to be an added expense to members traditionally. So, us waiving that, it's going to save you quite a bit with your monthly payments. We also do cover closing costs. So, those figures, including appraisal fee, title verification fees, title search fees, all of those are going to add up pretty dramatically over the entire closing process. So that's going to help you save quite a bit.
Wow, that's amazing because I think that one of the big obstacles for us trying to buy homes is that huge down payment and then the PMI added, which adds, a couple $100 or even more to your monthly payment. And really, in this economy, everybody's worried about just what that monthly payment is and if they can afford home ownership. So, me being a young homeowner myself, is there a reason not to do this program?
Yeah, so with not to doing it, I would say the biggest thing would be the rate would be 1% higher, with covering closing costs, no PMI, don't no down payment requirement. The percentage is going to be 1% higher than your standard traditional conventional mortgage.
Mhm.
So if you do have that down payment saved up, the first time homebuyer mortgage may not be the best fit for you. It may be better you may be better off going with a standard conventional mortgage, or we also offer our affordable adjustable rate mortgage as well.
Okay, that's good to know. So, that 1%, which could also add up over the life of the loan as well, as we
Absolutely.
know with interest rates and stuff like that. So, what is a lender looking for when you guys are trying to approve someone? Is it work history? Is it credit? Is it a mix of both?
Yeah, absolutely. So typically, we're looking at a 2 year employment history. We're just going to want to make sure that you have 2 years, at least 2 years, of solid, dependable work history and employment history. We're also looking at a 2 to 3 year solid credit history as well. Want to make sure that you're making timely payments, responsible payments, and that you've been able to establish that in a diverse credit
Mhm.
history. Also, another item that we're going to be looking at is your debt to income ratio. We want to make sure that your debt to income ratio can support that your monthly income can support your monthly mortgage payment.
Yeah, yeah, that's a lot of numbers you guys have to look at.
Absolutely.
um, so, me as a homeowner, how do I proceed? What's the first step? How do I get in touch with you guys?
Yeah, absolutely. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is submit an application for pre-qualification. You can do so either on our website at firstcommunity.com. You can also call into our mortgage department at any time and speak with a representative, or you can even visit any of our branch locations and sit down with someone to discuss your mortgage needs and fill out that application for pre-qualification.
And you guys have branches everywhere,
We sure
all
do.
across
Yeah,
St.
we have.
Charles, all across St.
Mhm.
Louis County,
Yep, 40
everywhere.
plus branches.
Yeah, 40 plus branches, been in business for 90 years. What stresses people? You see these homeowners all the time. Is it the down payment? What's the biggest stressor when it comes to getting approved for this loan? Is it the process? Is it the money? Is it what is that?
Yeah, I would say the overall process in general is the most stressful thing. And a lot of people they just don't know what's going to go into it. They see a lot of numbers, they see a month-long process. It can be very intimidating if you don't know what to do or how to do it.
Hmm.
And so at First Community, we try and be as universal as possible and we just try and be there for our members as
Hmm.
much as possible to make it a smooth transition
Yeah,
process.
and I think it helps that you guys are local too. You have
Absolutely, and
people to
that's
actually talk to.
for sure. Lots of peace of mind knowing you can just call. We're going to be there to answer any questions that you might have.
Mhm. What advice would you give to our listeners or anyone looking for a home right now in this current market?
Yeah, biggest piece of advice is just going to be to seek assistance, whether that's going to be contacting a real estate agent to guide you throughout the entire home buying process or contact our mortgage department directly. Once you have a pre qualification or even prior to pre qualification, we will have a mortgage representative assigned to you. That way, they'll just be your go to point of contact throughout the entire mortgage process. So you'll always have your person that you can contact with any questions.
That's amazing. So it is the STL Bucket List Show. I have to ask a question about St. Louis. You work for a St. Louis-based institution. What does that mean to you? What does it mean to work for First Community, and how does that feel?
Yeah, absolutely. Community is everything. Giving back is just wonderful. It's just one of the great things that makes going to work enjoyable, knowing that I can help someone just right down the road. They're my neighbors. We're family, and together we'll all help each other.
Yeah, I love that. I love the mission statement. It's one of the big things that we're so excited about with working with First Community Credit Union. Guys, stay tuned as we're going to be dropping new episodes and new segments with First Community on tips on home loans, just normal checking and banking, and even business. So we'll get you right back to the show. Thank you guys for tuning in.